Take them to a doctor, for God's sake, and never ever try to do any remedies for anyone ever again. This is unhinged. Very proud of how my wife is handling her first unhinged interaction with my mom. I know this is hard for you, but you are going to be okay. I am walking into work right now. Oh, enjoy that. I'll birch tea you later if I'm not freaking gone. Birch tea you later. I don't know what that means. Please be an adult about this. Self-harm threats are not okay. This is not about you. I encourage you to reach out to your therapist if you need to. It wasn't a self-harm threat, although you probably wish it was. Good Lord, why would you say that? That's a good response to, like, why would you say this? Because it like brings it back to them. It smacks the ball back in their court, and they have to justify this ridiculous thing they just said. That is insane. But also, I would say, oh, this is kind of, I'm tempted, okay? I'm tempted. Look at this. We have guilt tripping, obviously, in this case. Or we have sort of wholesome, because, like, the husband and the wife have come together, and they're, like, dealing with this naughty parent together, which is kind of wholesome. It's like team building in a weird way. So I'm tempted to put it under sort of wholesome. But I'm also really, okay, you know what? I think guilt trip is more strategic, because guilt trip has us on the way to 2 solid bingos. So I'm going to put this under guilt trip to see if I can get more bingos. Heck yes. Are the kids going trick-or-treating? I don't think so. Some people aren't to be trusted. If I were you, I wouldn't open my door to people. I think if an adult goes with them, it would be safe. I agree, but it's a satanic day of celebration, and instead of teaching kids good things, they're engaging in things that will cause bad dreams and bad memories. Oh yeah, the bad memories of dressing up like a little spoopy ghost and getting free candy around the neighborhood. At least we can turn this into something positive, isn't it? Dismissing mental health. It is for themselves, which is the wildest part. It's not even like dismissing your child's mental health. It's literally dismissing your own. I mean, it sounds horrible, absolutely horrible to have to deal with, but it's also being an issue for everyone else in the family in a wild way. And then the dismissal is that I'm not a teenager, I can't be mentally ill. That is absolutely bonkers. That is so bad. Oh my God. Like the standard you set for the rest of the family is absolutely bonkers as well. Like you give mental health issues a timer. So I made my thoughts crystal clear. I don't know what you're referring to when you bring up keeping things socially smooth. Blorp and I get along fine. The issue is that you have the expectation of me watching her at all. Yes, her being asleep is easier. She would still be my responsibility. I am sure you see the issue with leaving her alone. You need a sitter for a reason. You can feel awkward about it. I don't have to. I mean, yeah, I've done babysitting for family and stuff, and of course it's easier and less demanding when they're asleep, but that doesn't mean you can just abandon them either. You know, you can't pretend they're just not there if they're sleeping. You still have to be around and make sure if they wake up or need anything or something happens that you're really close by, that you can always hear them or see them. That's like the minimal thing. Like this is wild. What are you doing? Oh, so now you're saying you're gonna freaking report me? That's the road we're getting to go on? Are you freaking kidding me? I didn't say that. I'm gonna continue doing my makeup and I'll read this later. Yeah, you have to get up early. You slept the last freaking time we left on freaking Halloween while she slept before Blorp got back. What's the deal? I'm going to be doing it again tonight. I have given you the respect of trying to ask and pull the freaking neglect poo out. You only freaking know it. But it's true though. They're only saying that, hey, if I'm actually not going to watch it and you just leave the baby, that is neglect because this tiny baby is gonna be completely alone for X amount of time. That's what they're saying, which is actually factually correct. Maybe it could have been brought up smoother. I don't know. Maybe it could have been more diplomatic, I suppose. But from the sounds of it, you've also been really hard to deal with in the past. I don't normally share things like this, but wow, this one really freaked me. I haven't spoken to her in years. Oh, nothing like people that feel all vengeful towards you over, relationships that no longer exist and make alt accounts to harass you or spread lies about you and that kind of stuff. Oh yeah, no, that's a treat, isn't it? But do not fret. This is absolutely awful, and I hope your mom, washes her brain. Not brainwashing, but washes it and gets rid of all this poo-poo. But on a positive side, bingo, baby. We have bully your child. Isn't that just wholesome and sweet? So, yeah, no, I hope they really stop. Like, having parents that treat you poorly and that kind of stuff is awful. But when you've already cut ties with them and you moved on with your life and they insist to try, not even try to be a part of your life, but just be vengeful, I've never understood people like that, because if they truly believed you are so awful that you deserve to be bullied and harassed and all that kind of stuff, why do they keep insisting on maintaining this kind of weird contact with you? If you truly were a bad person, like this mother in this case seems to be insinuating, why aren't they just happy you're gone? That sounds kind of raw in its own way, but that's part of that logic I've never understood with these people. If the person you are harassing really is that bad, aren't you just happy They're no longer in your vicinity. If you were talking about going out while leaving me with your child and being responsible for anything that happens to her, I don't consent to that. You won't be putting me in a corner and make me feel obligated to watch your child. You essentially leaving her alone with no caretaker, and that is neglect. Yeah, exactly. That's the effect of this. It doesn't matter how offended you are or how much you don't want to hear it. I don't care how upset you are. You don't get to treat people like this just because you want to go out a couple hours early. It's not a matter of me letting this blow over. It's a matter of you controlling your anger and treating people with basic respect. I provided you with a list of online therapists to contact. You'll be doing everyone a favor if you've reached out to one. With peace and love. It's another wall! No way! Oh my god, this person has spent like a solid couple of hours just writing text messages at this point. You could have found like 5 different sitters instead of writing these insane rants. Jesus Christ. You're not watching her at all. You're literally sleeping as she's freaking sleeping like you've done literally the last time we did this poo. You had no issue with it unless you're lying to me and have plans to go out tonight even though you said, oh, so now you're accusing them of lying and trying to call some kind of bluff or something. And that's the thing. Even if that was the case, even if they didn't want to tell you exactly what they were up to because they knew you would be hard to deal with, it's none of your business. You are asking a friend or a roommate a favor. If they say no, the reasoning for that is their own. Their priorities are their own. If they're just tired or on sleep or don't feel like it, that's a valid excuse. They shouldn't even need an excuse. I am not reading that. Just wanted to let you know I have plans tonight and can't be there.
So you did lie. That's absolutely freaking fricked up, dude.
No, it's not particularly fricked up. I don't share all my plans with everyone around me. No.
If the tables were turned, I would watch your kid.
Birch, you don't even watch your own! Very fair point. OP, just report a squatting child drugging POS to the police and CPS. You said she's already done jail time for something child-related. Wait, what? Oh my god, I must have missed that. Let them cart her off and the child can go somewhere safe. You have more than enough evidence of her admitting drugging her child repeatedly to get her locked up. Wait, what? Wait, where is that? Is it in the super long text? Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Like, the continuous ranting just provides more and more wild stuff. That is insane. Yeah, this definitely goes on the bingo card about that boom boom bing bong. We're gonna put this under child neglect, baby, because oh my god. So I mean, we could also put it's all about me, you know, because they really check some of those narcissistic boxes, don't get me wrong, but like this is very in theme with the whole text. God, everything is just contradicting. The house party I was at was only 7 minutes away from my house. I have Life 360 and I still sent her the address too. Every time I try to talk to people about this, they just tell me that she's being a mom and that she cares about me. No, don't listen to people like that. Don't listen to people like that. I have heard that way too many times. Because one thing that people forget in life is when it comes to, for example, abusive people, controlling people, stalkers, all these kind of categories of individuals, is that 90% of the time, they act perfectly normal. They go to the store like everyone else, they have hobbies, they watch Netflix shows, they have friends, most of the time at least, and so on and so forth. Most people don't see this, and I see this happening way too often when that is used as an excuse to say, oh, no, but they don't seem so bad because I haven't seen it, or, you know, oh, they have a job like everyone else, they can't be that bad. People have this skewed perspective that if someone acts like this, if they're controlling or stalky or whatever it might be, that they have to be some like deranged societal rejects who lives in a cave. That isn't reality. That is not what it's like. People giving you this tip are so monstrously wrong. It is astounding. I mean, a normal caring parent don't threaten the roof over your head when you disagree on a coming home hour when you're 20. I don't think my parents ever asked me what I was out doing or anything past 18. Like, bruh, come on. The police are gonna come, like they're going to arrest you. Mine would get pissed that I wasn't home to entertain her and called the cops and reported me as a drunk driver. Not home due to work, running an errand, seeing a movie, eating, especially eating. She would pretend to call the cops when I was a kid. What? What? That's not lying, that's just learning about yourself. And also, you are not entitled to someone else coming out of the closet to you. It's none of your business. If they want to do it, that is on them. If they don't feel safe in doing it, or if they simply want to keep it a bit hush-hush because the world is a shitty place, then that's their prerogative. This isn't the way to go about it.